Yo, Mr. B, last patch I was playing A-Bomb 20 out of 20, and it was going great. Sometimes you go 8th, but you get an A-Bomb spat, and boom, it's a free first. And they made changes to it, and they nerfed 3 stars. I can't even play Nocturne anymore. Like, man, I'm struggling, Mr. B. Please, tell me, what is the secret to this patch?
There's no secret, mate. The trick is, you gotta go 8s. You think A-Bomb's gonna squeeze, but Morthog broke Shrek's knees. Slammer items, play a strong board, collecting LP never gets old.
Hello and welcome to the morning meta report. With the recent patch, changes and nerfs to some 3-star units, rerolling has fallen out of meta. With fewer people doing it, it makes it more difficult to hit the 3-star you're looking for in particular. So units like Yasuo, Riven, Nocturne, Katarina, you're not going for these 3-star as often. So let's go ahead and talk over these comps. At the top of the charts, still Invokers, Renewers, Heimerdinger, Teemo, Volibear, Ivern. All those units are insane. Garen, that's going to be your highest cap. Up here as well is Yasuo. I think Yasuo is very strong. If you get this unit 1-star, your board is Omega stable. Lee Sin's really good. Morgana is really good. The comp works very well. There is probably a balance issue with it, but for now, it's really, really strong. It's a good opener. It can support multiple people. You don't need to go for 3 stars. If you have a lot of them, you can go for 3 stars at 7, but you can also just go 8 and play 2 stars. Up here as well is Karma. I think Karma is very strong. The changes to the Sacrificial Gauntlet, the Luden's changes, everything is good for Karma. The unit is very strong, and you can play it with Invokers, you can play with Dawnbringer, it doesn't really matter. Next is 4 Ranger. 4 Ranger is very strong. It can win very easily. The hardest part about the comp is its inconsistency. Getting to the 4 Ranger board with sufficient frontline can be a little difficult, but if you get there, it's very good. Draven, I think, is very strong. You can play with maybe a 6 Forgotten early game. In mid game, it's a very good comp. Pretty flexible. The units you can run with it. Vel'Koz, I think, is decent. You can probably try to run it with 6 Redeemed. You can run it with 6 Spell Weavers as well. The comp is strong. Vel'Koz can one-shot everything. Decent comp. Very nice to see AP comps back in meta. Kayle Knights. This comp is, it could be higher. The issue is getting to Kayle and finding Kayle. But if you can get there, it's probably S+. It can definitely compete with these other boards. Soraka Coven / Renewers. I'll put them together. I think you probably don't want to go for 3 stars, but like the comp itself, like the 2-star board is very stable. And if you can go 8 and play like better units, Ivern, Volibear, Heimerdinger, the comp is actually really nice and has a high cap. The new chase traits help it, and 6 Renewers is kind of bonkers. A-Bomb took a big hit. No longer running to the backline means it's not going to do as hot. The comp is still fine. If you get a spat for it, which is a lot easier with the new armories, 5 A-Bomb is still pretty damn good. Skirms. Skirms are okay. It's a really good opener, and it could do really well into the Invokers comp, even if a QSS. But it's not the best, but it does keep you healthy. It's hard to win with it, but it's a pretty reliable top 4. Riven is here. I don't even know if Riven is a comp. Like, you can go for Riven 3, but that's not going to happen in most cases. Riven is a really good early mid-game champion, but it's something you probably want to get out of unless you 3-star it. Since, so LeBlanc isn't a carry anymore. Nocturne and Cat don't feel as good. If you high roll it, you can still play it, but it's not that great. Warwick reroll. Honestly, I think Warwick 2 is insane, but Warwick 3 falls off Omega hard late game. Honestly, you play Warwick 2 and just go into like Coven Ivern or something. Fuck it. Cavalier Spellweavers, dude, that comp's dead. Varus reroll. I wouldn't reroll it, but Varus is pretty good. If you high roll Varus 3, you can still go for it, and you just go for like a 4 Ranger angle. And let's go ahead and put Draconic here. I'm gonna move this down a little bit. Draconic Ash. I don't think Set hasn't been a carry in Draconic for a little bit, so you've been carrying him. Probably stop. But Draconic Ash is pretty decent, and you go into 4 Ranger. Anyways, that's it for the meta report. Good luck in your climb, and I'll see you guys next time.